Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. It is Monday, September 30th. We've completed another month. Today is the last day of September. I just don't know where the time goes. It's flying right by us. All right, you guys. So welcome to another episode of Bristol Blue. I am the Quilt BOM'er. I have some more new subscribers. So if you're new to my channel, thank you for watching. And I am just excited. I participate in a lot of sew-alongs, quilt-alongs, blocks of the month, and I share things that I find, things that I don't typically even participate in. But I hope you share with others and let other people know if they're interested in any of these quilt-alongs, these sew-alongs, and the blocks of the month. I affectionately call myself the Quilt BOM'er, even though I do more sew-alongs and quilt-alongs than I do blocks of the month. But I am having so much fun. I started doing this channel in this format. It started out as a floss tube with a little bit of quilting on the side. And I lost my job in March, and May 1st, I decided to go live every single day and be accountable for the progress of projects that I was working on. And that's what I do here. I show you what I've been working on. Down below in the description box is a list of all of the projects that I am currently working on. And I will show you from day-to-day progress of how I've come along with that week's or that month's assignments. And share with you things that I have found via scrolling through Facebook, Instagram. I don't do TikTok. It messes up my phone and my other apps that I need to work. Good morning, Alicia. So and if you're involved in a sew-along or quilt-along or block of the month, please share with the rest of us as to what we're doing. You can post things to my Facebook page. The links are below. And I will provide all kinds of nifty information. Not really. I've been trying to get better at posting pictures. And so I have the community tab here as well on YouTube. And I shared something this weekend. I also shared some stuff on Facebook. So it might be one or the other. So set your notification bell on the YouTube so that you can make sure that you don't miss anything. So let's get started with the sew-alongs that I have found over the weekend. I think this is so freaking adorable. It starts on January 8th, and it is with Sew a Story, and her name is Jennifer Long. She's coming out with a new fabric line that gets shipped in October. And I think if you've got little boys or girls, I think this would be a fabulous quilt for these little tykes. And there's other quilts that she is doing, but this is the sew-along that will be done in January. And if you use the sign-up link that I have provided you below, you will also get to see some other sew-alongs because she's got some flannel panels where she makes little stuffed things, some Cocoa Beach. Thank you for being here. Another new face. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so excited. So this is another fabulous little sew-along with Jennifer Long with Sew a Story. So use the link below to sign up to see some more information. There's pictures of her fabric, the other little sew-alongs that she's doing with her panels. She's got a lot of cute little stuff. So this starts January 8th. So if you're going to participate in it, there is a post on my Facebook page. Go ahead and put a comment in there and let me know that you're going to sign up and work on this one as well. But I think the kids would love this. There's also this, I can show you a couple others that are in this email that I got. But this is one, the cars, it's room. It's just a pattern that you can purchase. There are also, and I think these are so cute too. So They're called Be in their imagination patterns. So this one here is like a firefighter. And so when you lay underneath it, your face would show up here and you'd look like a firefighter. Isn't that cute? I think it's so cute. And then there's one for a policeman and one for a doctor down on this side. So sorry for the blurriness. Maybe I need to clean off my lens. But they are just so freaking cute. I can just see some little kids just loving this quilt. Good morning, Lori. So the other one that I have, and I'm going to share my screen because I couldn't print off a good enough copy. So I'll be right back if I go black. All right. So this one's called the X quilt. And there's more pictures here that I'm going to show you, but I've also just recently just posted this one. I found this through another person that I follow. She shared it. But this one starts in October. It's a quilt along that starts in October, and it's called the X quilt. EX, as in ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, whatever. But here's some pictures. I just think this is really neat. This is in solids. And then there's this purple, and then I think she was intending to share a yellow one, but this was the only picture that she had of it. But I think these are just, this is a cute quilt too. So if you're interested in any of these, go ahead and sign up for that. My printer is making all kinds of noises. Oh, it ran out of paper. That's why it's trying to print. So those are the two sew-alongs that I have to share with you today. And so if you're aware of any others, please let me know. I will do some research and I will make it available to everybody else. So let's see here. I did a lot this weekend, and that is because, so on the side, I do a little door dashing to pay for my fabric. Well, it was Oktoberfest weekend this weekend, and so that meant there was a lot of people, a lot of drunk people, a lot of cars, a lot of traffic, a lot of floats for the parade. And yeah, I kind of lost my mind and said, nope, I'm not working this weekend. So I didn't. So I'm going today. It should be a lot better. Everything's over now. They're just cleaning up the mess. You signed up for the solstice sampler. Say that 5 times fast. Free from October 16th through December through Alderwood Studios. I'm going to look into that one, Alicia. Solstice sampler. And that is through Alderwood Studios. I will do some Googling and find it and provide more information to others and share. Thank you, Alicia. So this is what I finished over the weekend. And this was my assignment to finish on Friday, was for the Hometown Holiday Sampler. The assignment was due, oh, when was it due? It came out on September 21st, and then the next assignment was came due this Saturday. So I finally finished my block. So this one here is the flicker block. I finished these Saturday morning, kind of late in my book, because I need to start working on the next ones. But there's 2 of them. Finished my flicker box. I just love this fabric. I just love it. Look at that. It's just so fun. And then this is the 3rd one of the flicker blocks. And then the next ones were the glisten. Aren't they pretty? And these are the glisten blocks. Just a 9 patch and a star. So those are the blocks that were due for last week. I finally finished those. And so for this week, I need to make 7 blocks. And they are the Shine, which is just an Ohio star block. And the next one is the Sparkle Holiday Stars. I just love her fabric too. I'm enamored with Lori Holt. I really am. Glimmer Holiday Star. So I have to do those by next Saturday. So my real assignment is to have them done by Friday so that on Saturday, if I have the time available, I will begin working on that one. However, I kind of don't because I have a lot of other projects going on. So that was the Hometown Holiday Sampler progress update. And Red Sky at Night. So I got a little carried away with my EPP project. I don't have any other information here in front of me to share, but you will look at Friday's video. We got our next assignment and I showed more information about that quilt. So look at previous Friday's video, but I finished my EPP block. I'm a little early on getting that done, which is good, but I think it is so cute. And my corner blocks are cut off. And I think it's because I didn't cut my my fabric the right size for my template. So I don't know how this is all going to work together when I put it in the quilt. They're a little big, so I might have to redo those. But they're right on the end, so I should be able to just stitch them in, machine stitch them in, and then trim it off. So that's the plan. So anyway, this was so fast and so easy to do. Once you got started, I just couldn't stop. And I'm using 19th Century Sparklers by Pam Buddha for this project. And it's all scrappy. Scrappy. So I got to use every single fabric in this one that came in the bundle. So with that being said, and this being done, I need to have another hand stitching project to do to keep me busy until the next assignment on Friday. Let me get this put away. So, Little Pink Homestead. My assignment, it's every other Tuesday, this one is, and I get an assignment this Tuesday. So tomorrow will be my next assignment. So in the meantime, last assignment was to make 8 of the Dresden plates, which show up in these corners on both sides. And there's 8 of them. There's 2 on either side of the bottom, 2 underneath, and then these 2 on this side. This was the color palette for those that she provides. So I chose Tula Pink fabrics. And I have one fully completed. And I am hand stitching these down to take the place of the EPP. This one's killing you, the EPP part? Yeah, I know it is, hun. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Good morning. Quilting on. I know. So there's one of my, I should probably just cut that off. That's bugging me. Little threads hanging down. I don't like that. But there's one. And so I have decided that I need to, instead of machine stitching these down, I'm going to hand applique them so that I can fulfill my time for the rest of the week because I no longer have an EPP project to work on. And if I do get these finished, I'll just start the next EPP project with that quilt along earlier. The center is, so these are Tula Pink fabrics on here. And then the center is a swirl from Coffee Chalk from J. Wicker Frisch. And so that's the only one that has the center in it. These have all been hand stitched down. So there's another Tula Pink. And another Tula Pink that's been hand stitched down. Good morning, Cheryl. So pretty, right? And this one here is Joanne fabrics, or they could even be Walmart fabrics. I've had these for a while. They're little fat quarters that I've had. So I have to put the centers on them. Let's see. So those are the ones that have been hand stitched down and just need the centers put in. And then these are the ones that still need to be hand stitched down. This is a Tula. You can see acorns in there and probably part of a squirrel. I was not trying to do any fussy cutting. Another Tula pink. Another Tula pink. And another Tula pink. In this one here, you can see some of the raccoons' faces up at the top and the bottom there. But yeah. So I got to hand stitch those down. So the other little thing that I did as a little trick to help me, so I didn't have to pin these to my fabric and hurt myself while I was hand stitching these down. What I did is I have a baggie. This is all I have left at the moment of some Heat and Bond light. This is all I have left. I have to go buy some more. But I buy them in little packages of like 2 yards at a time. And I put them, and I keep all of the little scrappy pieces that, and they're all in different sizes. Like this one here, I would cut this down, but there's something like this, and there's some that have little tails on them. But what I did is I used these to iron down and hold my pieces together. So I just put one at the top and like one on either side, just to kind of help hold it in place for me. So they are on there. They've been fused just in those little spots, just to help hold it down. So instead of pinning, that's what I use these little scraps for. And these little scraps are also good if you're doing little berries or leaves that are really small. So I hoard my little scraps from my fusibles. So, and that help hold everything down for me so that I can just take this bundle downstairs and sit it by the sofa, and I can hand stitch those down. And then I will come back up and grab. So what I did with my center is I have a fusible. It's an SF101. It's a Pellon product. I have a fusible. It's only fusible on one side. So I sewed this. I did it the Lori Holt method, you know. It's not, it's a interfacing. So I sewed it on there, you know, and gave myself a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Sewed it all the way around, cut the back out, pulled it through, and then I could press this down to the center. And that way I didn't have all these extra little white lines that are hanging out of my thing, and only the swirl was in the center. So I did that for the center, and then I just hand stitched it down. I blind stitch. I don't know if you can even see the stitching on the back of that, but I blind stitched it to the back. So I am very happy with how those are turning out. So I've got one fully finish of the 8, and I will have the rest of them done. But tomorrow we get the next assignment with this project. So I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. So I did post something to Facebook over the weekend with my chain stitching of the Dresden blades. I had chain stitched all of them together. And Charisma Horton, who is the designer of this quilt along and hosting it, commented. So I've got to post the final results so that she could see what's going on there. So again, that is this quilt right here, Little Pink Homestead with Charisma Horner. And on Tuesday, tomorrow, I'll have all of the links so that you can participate. It's every 2 weeks for the next 18 months. And the new assignments come out every other Tuesday. So you can still catch up. There were 4 hearts, which is the corners of the corner of each of the corner. stone of the block of the quilt, and then the 8 Dresden. So you can still catch up if you want to join in. The ending result, Tiny Talkie Tina. That's a fully finished Dresden block. Is that what you wanted to see, hon? Otherwise, I've got one that's not fully finished and still needs to be stitched down. But this one's been stitched down, the outside and the inside. So, all done. Yay! I'm so excited. And so I'm looking forward to tomorrow's assignment. They're always going to be fun because I just think this is just so cute. There's so many different blocks in there. So many different ones. Chickens, I can't wait for those. And the applique on the edges with the picket fence. Ah, so exciting. So exciting. All right. So then the other thing I worked on, and this is also due tomorrow because we get the next block tomorrow. This is a sew along with laundry basket quilts. This is block 39. Last week, Tuesday, I went and I did the fabric selection with you online. So I've got it almost all sewn together. I still have to do these little 9 patches and then sew the rows together. But this is her block. This is my block. And with each of the blocks, I am making, and it's not part of this sew along, it's just something I've been doing. There's a red and white pillow back here that I made for Valentine's Day. I decided to make one of these for each of the blocks that I'm making. And I'm using one of the backgrounds or the background and a colored print from it. So this is going to be my heart that will go with it. I have a template that I traced onto my fusible and then ironed it on, and now I'll cut that out. And then I will fold this into 4s so I can find the center of each side. And then I'll fold my heart in half, and that way I can center it in my 3.5-inch square. So, and this is my template that I made years ago. It's just what I've been using. When I had my Etsy shop, I still have like 3 items left in there, but when they expire, it's going away. So I took the link down for that because I'm not really selling anything. They're just going to fully expire because, you know, you paid 20 cents to post it. I'm going to get my 20 cents worth. So that's my template. And I draw that onto my fusible, iron it onto the fabric, and then I will center it and put it on there. And last week, this is block 38, last week's block. I hadn't yet made my heart. And so I have now cut out a background and fused the heart on it. I just need to cut it out and put it on. So now I'll be all caught up today and ready for tomorrow's next assignment for block 40. So follow along and watch us tomorrow. I'll do a fabric selection for tomorrow's block. Oh, I just love this quilt. I'm really still waiting for layout options. I could have swore she said something was going to come out mid-year, and I still have not seen anything. I do have to watch last Friday's video from Laundry Basket Quilts because she talks about 2025 quilt-alongs, and I want to be able to provide you with that information. So I will put that on my list to make sure that I do that so that we don't miss out on some of her next quilt-alongs. This one here is 55 blocks for her 55th birthday this year. So this started in January and will go through sometime in December. All right, so I got that note down. And then when I finish this, I will be cutting out the Ode to National Parks next block. This is the fabrics we chose in last week's episode on Wednesday when I showed you last week's block. and I'll be working on this. So I should have no problem finishing this, cutting this out and doing this. But the red and whites are going to be the corner pieces in the center section, these two fabrics. This teal green is going to be these sections, and then this yellow is going to be right in here. And I am using Quiet Grace by Kim Deal for this project. So catch us on Wednesday as we get the next assignment, and I'll show you. I'll have all the links to everything then. I put them usually on the day that the assignments come out, so you won't find them below, but you can Google. Pat Sloan is a very popular lady. And then when I finish this one, I need to work on my Thursday assignment, which is also with Pat Sloan, and it is the London Town Sampler. This is last week's block. My Westminster Abbey. And then last Thursday for the Tower of London, I did a fabric selection. Hang on, let me get this out here so that you can see them really pretty like. And this was the selection I did for the next block. And that is the Tower of London. Let me get the picture out here too so I can show you them together. That is this block right here. And Pat showed hers, her final one today. So I'm looking forward to getting mine going here. I don't know how this is all going to, those fabrics will work together, but I sure am going to give it a try. Last week I had to make a fabric change. So we'll see how this turns out for Thursday when we get the next assignment, which should be the Royal Parks, which is the trees. I bought the London Town book, but opted for her Primrose Hill pattern instead of London Town. Nice, Alicia. I love that everybody's doing something just a little bit differently. I love it. And I like the fact that we're using different fabrics. There's one where I'm using the kit that they provided, and that's on Fridays with the Hot Cocoa Mystery. So I don't really post anything about those because nothing's really different than anybody else's. I'm using the kit provided, so I don't think I'll post any pictures of that, but I do have these assignments to work on, and I'm trying to get a little ahead. So with the Dresden blocks, can you make a large casserole hot pad? This is a 9-inch square, so you could put whatever square you want to. So let's see. If you were to like fold it in half or something, I mean, if you're following along with the sew along, you can kind of enlarge the blades. But yeah, I mean, definitely. Any corgi blocks with that castle? No, I don't think so. Let's see. I don't think there's a corgi in there. Here, there's a bigger picture. Hold on. At least I thought there was, yeah. No corgis in there. But we did this one last week, and we're working on this one now. And then we're going to do the trees next. So we would have to do 2 sets, I would assume, for next week. So no corgi blocks. Yeah, and if you put, so the large casserole, so I'm picturing the big bowl. So if you put several of these together, yeah, I think you could make anything out of these. Anything your little heart desires. I don't have a pattern for a casserole hot pad, but yeah, just these two sitting next to each other, and you put a little border on it. This would make a nice little, put a batting in there. Yeah. It would make a nice little hot pad to sit on your table or your counter and place your casserole pan on that. I think that would be great. That's a fabulous idea. I just haven't made Dresdens in so long that this has been really fun. So the Dresden, the block itself is 9 inches square, and the Dresden is from side to side. Got to have the ruler in the right direction here. From point to point, is 6 inches wide, 6 1/4, 6 1/8 inches wide. I was provided with a template, but I didn't measure. I just used it to cut out my fabrics from it. So I didn't use a ruler. It's a template that came with the pattern from the weekly Sew Along with Charisma. She provided us a template, and I just traced that out onto a piece of cardboard and then made a strip of fabric and placed the Dresden and drew lines and then cut on those lines, and that's how I got my Dresdens. I didn't measure it, but it's 16 blades and it measures 6 inches from side to side. So if that helps, if you have a Dresden ruler, I didn't pull out any of my Dresden rulers to even look and see if I had a ruler that would work rather than using the template. I just went ahead and used the template. So sorry I couldn't provide any additional information, Tina, but that's how I made it. And I used the same template for the circle that she provided in the pattern that comes with the Sew Along. And I won't provide that to you. You'll have to sign up to get it since it is a designer stuff. So, but that is what I've got going on. So tomorrow we'll be back here at 10 a.m. and we'll do fabric selection for the laundry basket quilts birthday mystery quilt, block number 40. And I will show you the block that needs to be made for the little pink homestead, that assignment, if it's available before I go live at 10. So the laundry basket quilts one is available wee hours in the morning, so I'll have that available. But the little pink homestead, I don't remember if that came out before my video or not. So if it does, I'll show it to you. Otherwise, it'll have to wait till Wednesday. But that's Tuesday. Laundry basket quilt. Oh, there's another one starting tomorrow with the Fat Quarter Shop, and that is the Woven Star, and I think it's called Woven Hearts. And I am going to be using the Denim and Daisies package that came in my last Sew Sampler box, and I'm just going to make like 6 of these or 12 of these, whatever it fits the top of this. I'm going to make a table mat that'll fit that, so I'm using that. And then I pulled out this porcelain cream fabric to go along with it, but I'm just using the blues, mostly the lights, but there's only a couple of them in there. But I'm going to use the blues for stick with that theme. And I think there's another one that starts tomorrow. I'm not participating in it, but I think others are. It's another one for Breast Cancer Awareness Month with Riley Blake, I believe. I don't remember. It's a envelope with a heart in it, and they were using V. Christensen's ombre fabrics, pinks and purples and peaches, and so it's in my Facebook. The link is below. You have to scroll way down because I think it's something I posted quite a while ago. But scroll through Facebook, see if there's a Sew Along that you're interested in joining. I also will just talk about things on my channel every day that I might not post to Facebook for whatever reason. There was a couple from the Quilt Spot that I was not able to share on Facebook. So, but I did talk about it on the channel. So if you want to watch every day and see what comes available, I put them early enough in the video so that if you don't want to see the updates to the projects that I'm making, you could just stop at that point. So I'm not forcing you to watch everything. So tomorrow I'll do the announcements, and then I'll show you the new assignments, and then I'll show you any updates that I've had for today so that you don't have to watch that part if you're not interested. But I am so thankful to all being here, asking all these wonderful questions. And I showed you the heart process with my laundry basket quilts because I had a viewer ask questions about it in my Facebook message. So I wanted to make sure I talked about it a little bit in case anybody else was interested in that as well. So, but So you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you back here tomorrow morning with the Quilt BOM'er, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesday, October 1st. I can't believe it. You guys have a good day. I love you. Bye now.